Chand Mian is desperate. Like so many in this village, his house has the fever, as they call it here. His wife Mehraz first developed breathing problems 2 weeks ago. She took paracetamol and hoped for the best.
68 चल रही मैडम और हार्ट बीट जो है पल्स जो है 146.
Eventually, she was rushed to a hospital in the nearest town. But he found the staff there overwhelmed. And with no medical training, he said he had to look after her. So he decided it would be better to treat her at home.
5-6 आदमी हैं जो सिर्फ ऑक्सीजन के काम में लगे हुए हैं मेरे. 3 बंदे दिन में और 3 बंदे रात को. तो 6 बंदे लगने के बाद तब जाने के बाद में 10-10 घंटे लाइन में लग के तब एक सिलेंडर की व्यवस्था हो पाती है. और जब तक वो सिलेंडर लेके मेरे घर पे नहीं आते तो जो मेरे अंदर जो दहशत होती है और परिवार के अंदर वो सिर्फ मैं ही कल्पना कर सकता हूँ उसकी.
This is a story repeated across the country. People are effectively creating clinics at home. This village is no different. But in Uttar Pradesh, another catastrophe has unfolded. Deepa Rani's brother Amit, a school teacher, died 2 days ago. He was already running a high fever. But he was made to staff the polling station in recent elections.
पहले तो मैं चुनाव का जिम्मेदार ठहराया था. मेरे भैया को इतना तेज बुखार था लेकिन चुनाव की ड्यूटी के लिए उन्होंने बोल दिया मुझे बुखार है.
Hundreds of teachers have died like this. First, they contracted COVID from working at overcrowded polling stations. But then they find the hospitals have no oxygen and staff who can't cope. So family members find themselves having to take on the role of doctors and nurses.
आप बिगड़जपुर चले जाइए आपको पता चल जाएगा. इतनी डेड बॉडियाँ निकल रही हैं वहाँ से. एक बंदा ठीक होके नहीं आ रहा है. कहते हैं आइसोलेशन के नाम पे कोई. मैंने कहा मुझे किट पहना दीजिए मैं अपने भाई के पास खुद रह के उनकी टेक केयर कर लूँगी. मुझे नहीं पता उन्हें टाइम से दवाई नहीं दी. वहाँ पे सब चिल्ला रहे थे.
The BJP Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Yogi Adityanath, is the man many tip to be India's next Prime Minister. He wants the world to believe there are no shortages in the state. So he has made it illegal to complain about oxygen. But villagers such as Amit's father tell us a different story, even though he could be arrested for doing so.
झूठी सामान तो देते रहे हमें. हाँ ठीक है ऑक्सीजन की तो वहाँ कुछ सुविधा ही नहीं थी बिल्कुल भी. हमारे सिलेंडर चलता रहा वहाँ तो 3 सिलेंडर हमने इकट्ठे कर रखे जूटू करके. कुछ रिश्तेदारों ने कुछ हमने पर बस पैसा हुआ था आज भी नहीं हमारे लिए.
In this state, false assurances combined with huge amounts of misinformation all feed into a sense of complacency. The further you get from Uttar Pradesh's towns and cities, the more you see social distancing and masking norms just fall away. Now there's lockdown here in this state, but just down the road we saw a wedding taking place. India has nearly 500,000 official cases and many more have gone unrecorded. But politicians keep an eye on elections and on the economy. So when they announce lockdowns, popular events like small weddings are exempt. So the people dance on. Rudimentary healthcare is available in the villages. This doctor is treating a lady with gallstones behind the curtain. But anyone with COVID, he sends away, as there's nothing he can do.
नहीं बिल्कुल भी. हम सिर्फ अगर हमें ये लग रहा क्लिनिकली कोविड का पेशेंट है गवर्नमेंट हॉस्पिटल.
But for anyone making the trip from the village to the nearest city hospital, they find the same story. Relatives carrying out some of the roles of medical professionals. And in this ward, which is supposed to be a tightly controlled isolation unit for COVID sufferers, you find family members. They say they're here to support the skeleton medical team. Training doctors and nurses takes time, resources, and political will. 3 things would seem to be in short supply in India right now.